Hey, Jeff speaking. How you doing? Got a bit of a frog in my throat. Hang on a sec. I've been busy. Not really a legitimate excuse, but after doing the first podcast, I've sort of been a bit wavery. Not necessarily in that this is what I want to be doing, but with injuries and just other stuff going on. And since my wife's a teacher and she's on holidays now, I've been spending a bit more time with her before she went away. She's gone away on holidays. So I'm living by myself, so eating leftovers over the sink. That's not actually true, but whatever. So I got a new device. Part of my procrastination over the time in getting stuff done was equipment. So I looked really, really hard, 2.5 years ago, for what sort of phone that I should get. So much for not editing. So, to clarify, the reason I'm speaking about a phone is because there's been a couple of filmmakers that have made films on phones. Now, as much as I don't have a big sensor and they're not ideal, you can get anamorphic lenses and other things like that for quite a good cinematic look. And there's apps that you can put on your phone for manual control of all the features of the camera on that device. And so I got a gimbal and anamorphic lens and Filmic Pro and a few other things, and I was just going to start filming stuff on my phone. I mean, I didn't, but that was always the plan. Now that I have this new phone, I'm going back to that plan. I don't think it was a bad plan. So we say we have lots of cameras, but most of them are my wife's. Hence, I have to ask specific permission to use them. But what's the point when I've got hundreds and hundreds of dollars worth of accessories for camera phones? So that's what I'm going to be doing. So I'm planning on doing a couple of sketches or little short mini pontificating doco type things. That's why I was talking about getting a new device and it being a phone. I'm trying to find one thing that I can have with me that I can do. And a lot of other people do it. If a millennial can manage to muddle through it and make content, I should be able to. I have some skills. So I looked around for something with the best cameras that were available at the time, and I ended up getting an LG. And over 2.5 years, I smashed that thing like 5 times. So every single time there was a premium to get it fixed, especially in this country, because we never really sold all that many LGs, so there were very few parts available for it. So they just kept swapping out phones every time they did it, passwords and re-downloading apps, even though in theory they all transfer over. But like even this time when you did it phone to phone, it still didn't transfer all the apps over. So and for some reason I can't, it just doesn't recognize me. So I've got to actually go physically into the bank and sort out my banking apps and stuff. So I can't even use my new device. I'm trying not to carry a wallet just because it's more stuff for me to lose. Anyway, I got a new device. I just got sick to death of breaking the screen. So I've tried a phone that doesn't have a glass screen, that the screen's hidden away while it's sitting in my pocket and everything else, because it turns out usually when the screen breaks it's because it's in my pocket or something like that. So this way, if the screen's not visible, if the screen's not in your face, if the screen's not out there and it's not made of glass, then in theory I might be able to get it to last longer. Take my phone out of my pocket the next time and it's rooted. So, super annoyed. Super annoyed with that. Anywho, the new phone I got, because I've thought I've never used telephoto on a phone, never used a telephoto camera, because if I need to get that close, I use a real camera. We've got a glut of real cameras, so try and use them when I can, or just get closer to whatever it is I'm taking a photo of, or just take a really, really wide shot. I'm not really I don't really care about that sort of thing all that much. But the most important thing was getting one that I wouldn't break. So I had a while ago, because I used to have 2 numbers. I had personal number and business number. Now I don't really have any friends, so no one really rings me on the personal number anyway, so I ditched that number. So I had like supposed to be indestructible phone, a rugged phone. It turns out it was only rugged up until the point that it wasn't, which was me owning it. Then I got a really cheap phone that had a plastic screen. I figured I wouldn't break that, but no, still broke that thing. Took it out of my pocket, and it was like a flip phone, not a smartphone, just a phone with buttons that you open and make phone calls. And even with it closed in my pocket, still managed to break the screen, which was just, it's just Jeff. That's what Jeff does. Got a new phone. It unfolds. So in theory, no screen to break while it's in my pocket. Unfortunately, because of the form factor of it, the case has to sort of glue to it, and it doesn't actually glue very well. So I'm going to have to deal with that. I still need a case. I mean, the back of the phone's still made of glass. I'm not so concerned about that breaking because it's not what you view. But, so anyway, with the new device, the cameras are really good on it. I'm just wondering if, and I'll link it. Is this all right? I can't really see what's going on. Should I make videos like this? Is that focused? My glasses are dirty, I can't really tell. It's too close to be seen with this, and if I look like that, it just makes me look a bit weird. Blinded by the light. Yeah, so I'm thinking of making some short videos this way. How does that look? Should I do it? Tell me if you think I should just do a few videos like that. You know, I can get daily content out if I can just upload it straight off my phone. I'd have to put the titles on my phone or come back later and edit it and put the title card in, which is fine. I can do it at home. Takes a few minutes. Tell me what you think. Or like 3 of you that watch my videos. That'd be awesome. I'm going to organise another podcast probably for next weekend. I'll see how Kelly's going. I'll see if she's interested. I haven't actually spoken to her since then. I've just been really, really busy, like I said. So we'll see what happens. We'll see how it goes. We'll see if that's what we want to do. And then let me know if you want me to just put random content. I think about a lot of things a lot during the day. And I could probably throw a video up there about funny observations of things or things that grind my gears or whatever. Anyway, that's all I've got to say about that. Have a great day and be excellent to each other.